Dear students, in this video, I am solving the problems on double column cash book. In the previous video also, I have solved the problems, simple problems on the double column cash book. I have already said you guys that this is a 12 marks question which may arise in your examination. Either of the one will be asked for 12 marks in the section C. Either it's a double column cash book or a 3-column cash book. Both are similar, both entries are similar. The difference is just that in the double column cash book, we will have discount column and the cash receipts, cash payments column, like these two columns in the debit side and the 2 columns in the credit side, and we will show the bank account in a ledger format. Whereas in the 3-column cash book, we show discount, cash and bank in the same cash book column. Okay, so here let's begin with the problem. Enter the following transaction in a double column cash book and prepare the bank account in the ledger April 2020. So let's write this here. First, commence business with 9,500 in cash on April. I will write here year and the month so that we don't need to repeat that again and again. April 2020, like here. Okay, on first, we can see here on first, commence business with 9,500 in cash. That is, the business has been started to capital account. Okay, cash is coming, so that we are recording it in the cash receipts column. Okay, done. There is no discount, so there is no need of recording anything here. I have put. Next, on third, paid into bank. Paid means cash is going from the hand. We assume that cash is going from the hand and deposited into the bank. So cash is going means cash payment. On 3rd April, 5,400 rupees is being deducted. Why? Because of we have deposited into the bank account. So we can write here with an explanation that deposited, in a bracket you can write that for your understanding purpose, deposited into bank, close the bracket. So now the cash is deposited into bank, cash is reduced in the bank account on the same date, right? In April 2020, on 3rd April, cash is increased. That means to what has come? Cash to cash account, the amount of how much? 5,400. 5,400 is deposited. So here in a bracket you can say cash deposited into bank, close the bracket. So that two transactions are related to each other. That means it's a contra entry. C1 I have put it because for your reference, like I have said in the classroom, we are using that's a contra entry in the column LF or JF. We will put it as a C1 for our reference. It's a contra entry. And one we are putting 1, 2, 3 like that. How many of our contra entries we will get? We will put a serial numbers for that for our references. Okay. Next, bought furniture for rupees 700 and paid by check. See, don't think so much here. I saw that in the textbook they have given more transaction. We don't need to think so much here. Let's make it so simple. We have purchased the furniture. Okay, but we have not paid cash. We have paid check. So when we are paying the amount by check, the amount is reducing in what? In bank, right? So it is so simple. We will go to bank account. We'll write that date, April 2020. What is the date? April 2020. 5th, okay, on 5th, buy furniture, buy FURNITU or furniture account, or we can say in a bracket purchase of furniture. We have spent how much amount? We have spent rupees 700. Okay, we have spent rupees 700. That 700 we will write it here. Okay, let me make this a bit, increase the size of this letters. I will make it times New Roman and increase the size and this one and make it auto fit. Yes, you can see here it has auto fit now. Okay. Okay, fine. So here we can make it like properly sit in the middle also. Okay. Now it is bit attractive to see. Clean and attractive. Okay, done. So next, on 11th, received cash from Babu, 380 rupees. See, we have received a cash from Mr. Babu, that is the cash receipt, and we have allowed him a 20 rupees discount on 11th. Let's make it on 11th. Okay, 11th to what? To Babu. Babu's account. We can say in a bracket, received cash. Okay, you can say RECEIVED, received cash, rupees 380, and how much discount we have allowed to him? 20 rupees. Done. Next, on 13th, bought goods for 4,500 and paid by check. See, there is no cash transaction here. Goods are purchased for rupees 4,500 and paid by check. Okay. So on 13th, we will go to bank account directly. On 13th, we will record buy goods, or we can say buy purchases. Okay. In bracket, we can say goods purchased by paying check or by bank, but check, by purchase by paying through check, just for our understanding. Okay, that we can write there. Next, for how much amount? That is 4,500 rupees. 4,500 rupees is credited. Means the amount is going. Okay, credit means payments. So this side I will write payments. Here amount receipts. Okay, receipts. So payment, when we purchase the goods or we purchase the furniture, amount is going. That's why we are crediting that. But when cash is deposited into the bank account, amount is coming. That's why we are debiting that. Okay, next. Sold goods for cash. See here, goods are sold. When we are selling on 17th, when we are selling, cash is coming. How much cash is coming? 550 rupees cash is coming. How it is coming? To sales account. We have sold the goods. That's why the cash is coming. That is simple. Okay, next. On 21st, paid to Raman 480 in settlement of his account for 500 rupees. Simple it is. We had to pay Raman 500 rupees. But now we have paid him 480 rupees. We have paid. We assume it is in the cash only because they have not said we have paid through check or bank account anything. So it is clear it is cash payment. On 21st, cash is going. How much cash is going? 480 rupees has gone. Okay. How we have paid to Raman, right? By Raman. In bracket we can say paid him cash and received something discount, right? How much? We have received the discount of rupees 20. How did we get to know? See, it means we had to pay him 500 rupees. We paid him 400 rupees and it is a full settlement. There is nothing left to be paid. That means the remaining 20 rupees is a discount amount which he has given to us. We have received a discount of rupees 20. That is clear. Okay, next. Paid into bank. Now we have paid the amount into the bank again. The same like above one. On 25th, we have paid, cash is reducing in our hand, rupees 850. Why? The same thing, above one. By bank, we have deposited into bank account. Here contra entry 2. On 25th, again we will, so in our cash, in our hand, cash is reducing. That's why we have credited that here. But in the bank, again on 25th, cash is increasing because cash is deposited into amount, contra entry 2. How much amount? The same amount of rupees 850. The same amount of rupees 850. Okay, so now the next entry, drew check for personal use. So here, when we are drawing, check means bank account. Okay, so cash, bank from money is drawn from the bank for personal use, rupees 270 on 29th. It is direct. Okay, on 29th by drawings, in bracket I will write for personal use. Okay, how much amount? 270 rupees. 270 rupees. 270 rupees. Okay, next. Drew check for salaries. Now we have drawn the check for salaries, means we have paid salaries from the bank. Okay, it is simple and direct. Okay, on 30th, I think 30th by salaries. How much amount is paid? 425 rupees. 425 rupees is paid. So these are the transactions. It's over. No, let me remove this unnecessary rows which are not required now. Okay, here also there are few rows which are not required. So these are the transactions done now. So what we will do, as we know the total of this should be added first. Let me add the total. Here I will add. Okay, this is 10,490 rupees is the balance this side. Now this balance I need to write it here. 10,430 rupees. From that, here I need to deduct this amount. This minus this 3. Once again. This minus this minus this minus this 3,700 rupees should be the balance which is left out. That is at the end of April 30th by balance brought down, sorry, carried down, by balance carried down. We are carrying down the balance. Okay, carried down 3,700 rupees. This is the balance carried down. I will highlight that here in yellow. So here can we see what is the answer? 3,700 rupees. The same will be recorded here on 1st April के बाद May 2020. What is the thing? To balance brought down the same amount, that is from here we will be taking 3,700 rupees. See? So this is how we need to record the thing. Here, that one I will highlight. Okay, you understood, right? So this is a total, this is a total, this is a balance carried down, this is a balance brought down. Okay, here also in the bank account, the total of this, let me see, sum of these two is 5,800, the 6,250. The same, I need to take it from here, 6,250, and deduct the above amounts from this 6,250. Okay, this minus this minus this. So 355 should be the what? Here you can see the bank answer, correct? That is right. On 30th, the balance carried down is 355 rupees. In here, on first, the balance brought down should be that 355 rupees. Okay, done. So you have understood. This is a simple thing which we need to solve. In the textbook they have given so much that is not required. The answer is the same. Simple thing without any much complication. Let's keep this problem easy. Okay. Now we will go to the next problem in the next page. Here, the next page. Okay. Record the following transactions in double column cash book and prepare the bank account in the ledger of 2020. So I have prepared the double column cash book and the bank account format is ready now. Let's begin with the transactions for May 2020, right? May 2020. Okay. It is ready. May 2020 read. I will copy that May 2020 from here to here. The same thing. Date. Here also I will copy. Here also I will copy. Okay, done. So date is ready. We will go according to the month end. The year is ready. We will go according to the date. Now on second, commence business with rupees 8,000. Rupees means they have not said bank balance. They have not mentioned anything. We are assuming it is a cash. On second, to capital account, that means balance brought down. Okay, rupees 8,000. Okay, in the previous problem, did we totalize the discount? Discount also we need to totalize. Here the sum of these discount columns, that is 20 rupees. Okay, here also we need to sum, sum here means add up the discount column, that is also 20 rupees. That is fine. Okay, here in this problem 8,000 cash. Okay, no discount. Okay, no, not possible to give the discount for the cash here. Okay, then next, received a check for 7,000 for goods sold. Now we have sold the goods and we received the check. Like I have already said, when we are receiving a check, we need to consider this in a cash as to what? Check in hand, a dummy account. A dummy account, which I have already said. A dummy account needs to be considered as check in hand account rupees 7,000 because they have not specified that check is received and deposited immediately in the bank. Then there is no need of recording that in the cash book. But check is received here. for selling the goods. So we are recording that. Okay. Next, someday we will have deposited the check in future. Let's see later. Okay. Fifth, issued a check for 750 for furniture purchased. Now we have issued a check for rupees 750. That is a bank account, right? We have to go to bank account column on what date? The date is 7th. No, on 5th issued a check for 750 for furniture purchase. On 5th issued check means we are paying the cash. Okay. Here I will make sure that all the entries is in Times New Roman and the format is visible. Okay. Okay. Or else it will. Okay. So now buy furniture on 5th, buy furniture account, that purchase of furniture 750 rupees, I think, right? Rupees 750, correct? Yeah, 750. So that 750 has been reduced from the bank because we have purchased the furniture by issuing a check. Okay. Next, 7th, purchase goods for 2000 and paid by check. Again, it is a bank transaction. We have purchased the goods. Okay, on 7th. On 7th, by purchases account, in bracket I can say goods purchased by issuing a check or anything like that. What was the amount? Amount was 2000 rupees. 2000 rupees. 2000. Okay. Next. Paid into bank 6000 rupees. Now, paid into bank means we had a cash in our hand that we have paid to the bank, that we need to record. That means that cash is reducing from our hand. In bank, balance is increasing, right? So cash is reducing. How much cash is reducing? Reducing means debits, credit side. That is payments. Okay, payments. Here it is receipts. Receipts. Okay. Receipts increasing. So here payment or reducing, cash is reducing. How much cash is reducing? 6000 rupees is reducing. On when 9th. Why? Because by bank account. Because we have in bracket deposited into bank. Deposited into bank. Paid into bank. So they said paid into bank. They did not say paid to bank for loan. If they say paid to bank for loan, only the credit side of the cash book or a bank book will be there. Okay, but paid into bank means deposited. It is considered as deposited. Okay, it is deposited, so cash is reducing in our hand, but in bank on the same date cash should increase, right? So on 9th we are debiting that to what? To cash account. Why? Cash deposited into bank. Cash deposited into bank. So that is clear. How much amount? The same amount, the 6000 rupees. The 6000 rupees. So, the two things are contra entries. Let's give this number, contra entry C1. Okay. Next. Received a check for 680 settlement of 700 on account from Shabazz something. Received a check for 680 in settlement of 700. This means we have received the amount check in settlement of 700 rupees. So we received a check. We considered this. We have not deposited that check into bank yet. We considered this as a check in hand account. received from Sabas. Okay. The previous check we received from whom? They have not said. Received a check. Okay. So here we have received it from Sabas. So I have mentioned it here. How much check we received? 680 rupees. We have received a check. Okay. But he had to pay 700 rupees. Okay. He had to pay us 700 rupees. But he has now paid 680 rupees. That means we have given him a 20 rupees of discount. That is discount allowed. The total of the 680 plus 20 is 700. No, that 700 he had to pay us. But he paid only 680 in full settlement. That means we have allowed him 20 rupees discount because he paid it on time. Okay, that's why we are happy with him. So we have given him 20 rupees discount. Next. 15th, paid to Ramesh 390 in settlement office account for 400 by cash. Now we have paid to Ramesh when 20th by cash. Okay, by Ramesh we have paid the amount. How much amount we have paid? 390 rupees we have paid. But we had to pay how much? 400 rupees we should have paid him. But we have paid only 390, means 10 rupees discount he has given to us. That is discount received is 10 rupees. Okay, next. On 20th, oh, okay, that is paid to Ramesh is 19th. Date is 19th. Okay. On 20th, paid wages in cash. The wages paid by wages, we have paid how much? 350 rupees. That's why we are recording it in that. Because it is paid through cash, we are recording in cash payments. Next, drew on 22nd, drew a check for personal use, means a amount is withdrawn from the bank for personal use. Okay, so when we are withdrawing it from the bank for personal use, it's a drawings on 22nd, by drawings account, that is in bracket for personal use. Okay, for personal use, drawings, how much amount? 550 rupees. 550 rupees. 550 rupees. Okay, next. We will go back to the next transaction. On 24th, paid salaries by check. Check means bank account. Okay. On 24th, payment is done by salaries and amount is paid. How much? 950 rupees. On 950 rupees, check is issued that to pay the salaries on 24th. Okay, done. Next. Drew for office use. See here, the amount from the bank is drawn for office use, means two transactions here, contra entry. One is cash, another one is in the bank. On 26th, in the drew for 26th, first we have to go to bank account on 26th. Okay, by cash, we have to write it in the word cash withdrawn for office use. Okay, how much amount? That is 360 rupees. 360 rupees is withdrawn for office use. Okay, so the cash which we have withdrawn here, this should have increased in our cash account, right? Cash has come. That again we need to record on the same date. What was the date? 26th. On 26th here in the cash book, debit side, we need to record that amount. How much amount? It was 360 rupees. 360 rupees has come. How? To bank account. That means cash withdrawn for office use. For our reference purpose, we have written in the bracket. Okay. Next. Here that is received. Okay. Paid electricity charges in cash means cash book on 29th by electricity charges. How much? Rupees 50 is paid. Okay. On 30th, sold goods for cash. We have sold the goods. Okay. To sales account. For cash, we received 750 rupees cash. So here I will remove the unnecessary rows from this problem so that we can get to see the cash book and the bank account easily. Now what I will do, I will sum up the total of this sum. The total of these columns, I got 16,790. The credit side also, I will take the same amount, 16,790. Here also, I need to sum all the transactions, whatever the amount is there. The total of that is, how much, sorry, 20. Okay, the total of this side is 10. So now, what I need to do, see this, I need to take this minus 6,000 minus 390 minus 350 minus 50. What is left? 10,000 rupees is left. 10,000 rupees is left. This is our what? On the end of that month, on 30th, by balance carried down 10,000 rupees. This should be written there, right? So by balance carried down 10,000 rupees should be written there. Okay, here on first make about June 2020 to balance brought down, the same amount will come here, 10,000 rupees. Okay, this is what we need to write here. Okay, done. We are not supposed to take discount columns. Okay, next here, the sum of that is only one column is there, 6,000 rupees. This side again I will bring this 6,000 rupees total and we see what is the difference. The difference is 6,000 minus this minus this minus this minus this and this. We got 1,390 is on balance. From here I will copy just because to save the time. Okay, the same thing here. I need to show on first this one, the amount is 1,390. So this is the balance brought down and carried down for the particular transactions. Here, see the answer is right or not. See here, the answer is right. Cash should be 10,000. The bank balance should be 1,390. Here the cash balance is 10,000 and the bank balance is 1,390. So the problem is solved. The answer I have taken from the textbook itself. Okay, that PDF which we have here, the same only. But thing is, why I am solving in the Excel is, here they have given so many transactions in the problems that may create a confusion in your mind. Okay, the answer is same. Ultimately, answer is same. I'm just following a simple method. Unnecessary transactions, repeated transactions are not required. Okay, and next we'll go to the last problem. Here, third, we have 4 problems. Okay, here the third problem. Again, January 2020. I will copy this here. In the bank also we'll copy. Okay, done. Let's delete the columns if it is not required. Okay, so we can have less the rows. Commence business with the cash on first. Okay, like I said, commence business with the cash. Cash is there to capital account. Amount is 20,000 in the cash. Sorry, not in the discount column. It should be in the cash column. Okay, done. Next, on second, open the current account and deposited 16,000. So here, that means cash is deposited into bank. On second, cash is going. How much? 16,000 rupees is going. For what purpose? By bank account, in bracket, to open a current account in a bank. Current account in a bank. That current account is a bank account type, like you have SB account, fixed deposit account, like that. For businesses, there will be a current account. So, okay, here when we open a bank account, 16,000 rupees is deposited into bank account. So, we have to show that in the bank account also on second, amount of 16,000 has come. Okay, 16,000 has come. 16,123. 16,000 has come. Let me make this a format. Times New Roman, size 14, fit at bold. Okay, 16,000 has come. How it has come? To cash account. From cash, okay, it has come to bank account, 16,000 rupees. So this is a contra entry 1. Here, contra entry 1. Okay. Next. Received check for 15,000 for goods sold. Now we have received a check. They have not said check immediately deposited to bank. No. We have just received the check. So that is why we are recording it in the cash to what I said, a dummy account. Check in hand account. And dummy account is opened. How much amount is received? 15,000 is received. Check in hand. In bracket you can say sales. Sales is done. Okay, that's why. Okay. Next. On 9th, purchase goods for 3,000 and paid by check. So goods is purchased and paid by check. Directly go to bank. On 9th, by purchases. Okay. In bracket you can say goods purchased by paying check. Purchased, issuing a check. Or you can say through a check also. Through a check. Anything. As per whichever, however you understand. That is as per your knowledge. Okay. How much is the amount? 3,000 rupees. 3,000 rupees. Done. Next. On 10th, received a check for 4,900 in settlement of 5,000 for RAM. Okay. Check is received, they said, but they have not said that check is deposited into bank or not. So we are assuming check is not deposited into bank. Again, a transaction here on 10th to check in hand. Okay. Account. But in bracket, I say from RAM. Received from RAM. Okay. From RAM. How much we received? 4,900 rupees check is received. But he has to pay us 5,000 rupees. But it is a full settlement. So the remaining 100 rupees is a discount which we have allowed to RAM. Okay. Next. Paid into bank 5,000 rupees. That means cash is deposited into bank rupees 5,000 on 12th. On 12th, how much amount? 5,000 amount is reducing from cash. Okay, here contra entry 2. Reducing cash because deposited into bank account. We can say cash deposited into cash. Open the bracket. Okay, open the bracket. Cash deposited deposited into bank. Okay, cash deposited into bank, cash is reducing, but in the bank cash is going, right? So we have to go to bank account, cash is coming there. How much? The 5,000 rupees. 5,000 rupees is coming. 5,000 rupees is coming. That is contra entry 2. Okay. How it is coming to cash account? To cash account. In the bracket we can say cash deposited into the bank. Okay. Previously how it has come? Bank account opened. That was not cash deposited. That is bank account opened with cash. Okay. So that's why. When you open a bank account, that amount will be deposited, no, into your bank to maintain a minimum balance like that or something. That is what we call it as a cash deposit or to open a bank account. Okay, next here, where did we stop? Paid into cash. Okay, next 15th, paid Rajan 2,250 rupees in settlement of 2,500 rupees. We considered this as a cash transaction because they did not say by Rajan account. Okay, how much we have paid? 2,250 rupees is paid. How much we should have paid? 2,500 rupees. What is the difference? 250 rupees is the difference that we considered that he has given us a discount. Okay. Next, on 18th, drew check for personal use. Now a check is drawn for personal use. Money has been withdrawn from the bank. Cash has been withdrawn from the bank for personal use. That we directly go to bank on which date? On 18th. On 18th, okay, by drawings, 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 in bracket, personal use. How much amount? 500 rupees. 500 rupees. 500. Next, paid wages in cash. On 20th, by wages, cash is going rupees 600. 22nd, drew for office use. Drew means from bank. Cash has been withdrawn. So, for office use. So, cash is coming in your hand on 22nd. Cash is coming from bank. Okay, that is to bank account. Cash withdrawn for office use. Okay, cash is increasing here. How much? 2,500. In the same way, on the same date, on 22nd, in bank, the amount is reducing. On 22nd, 2,500 rupees is reducing. Why? Because of cash withdrawn. That is in bracket I say withdrawn for office use. Okay. Next, that is contra entry 3. C3. C3 here I will write C3. Okay. Next, paid salary by check on 25th. Check means bank. On 25th, by salaries. How much? 1,500. 1,500 is paid. Next, on 30th, paid in excess of 1,000 to bank. Now, paid in excess of rupees 1,000 to bank. Let me have a look. It is like cash is paid to the bank. Illustration 9th, paid in excess of rupees 1000. Cash is paid to the bank. No. Bank 1000. To bank. This on 30th paid in excess of rupees 1000 to bank. What they are trying to say here is that 1000 rupees of cash book we have to retain as a bank balance by balance. Okay, by balance. Whatever the remaining is there, that should be deposited into bank on 30th karke. That is what I have solved this, and I got to know that this is the transaction. So what happened here is, when we total this, okay, from here, the total of this column, debit column, is 42,400. That we will record the same in the credit side, 42,400. Okay, I will show you how karke. The total of these items is 23. Let's see what is the total of these 4 items. It is 23,850 rupees. Now they are saying keep 1,000 rupees for next month. Only 1,000 rupees that you need to carry down. Whatever is left now, that is 42,000 minus 1,000 minus this 23,850. That is 17,550 rupees. That we need to take down, deposit in the bank. So on 30th, by bank account, balance deposited to bank account 17,550 rupees. By balance carried down, it is 1,000 rupees. That is, I am showing it as a contra entry 4. Now what we will do here, the two cash balance, cash account on 30th, that the cash which we had brought down, okay, that we are showing here, okay, 17,550 rupees. So no need of yellow color because you may get confused. Just to show you that 17,500 rupees has been brought to the bank account. So in the bank account, the amount is increasing. So whatever receipts or increases, that is debited, and whatever is decreasing, that should be credited, right? Payments. So that's why here it is increasing. Now that is about that last transaction, 30th paid in excess 1,000 to bank account. Now the total of this bank account is 38,550 is the total. The same is brought right side, 38,550, and the total of this amount, okay, here assume there is nothing left, here I have brought this 38,550 here. The total of this amount from here to here is 8,500. How? See here, is equal to sum, have to select all these items, we get 8,500. Now the 38,550 minus 8,500 is 30,050, is a as on 30th January 2020, by balance carried down is 30,050. On 1st February 2020, by balance brought down is 30,050. The balance here of cash should be 1,000. Yes, are you seeing the balance of cash carried down? By balance carried down is 1,000, and the bank balance should be 30,050. One more thing, when we were recording the transaction, when I started the problem, we had missed this transaction, the furniture issued check, that on 8th, okay, that we need to write it down. If your balance is not matching there, 1,000 rupees is exceeding, it is because of on 8th issued check for rupees 1,000 furniture purchase, that I have added now. Okay, I have added now. On 8th, furniture is purchased by issuing a check of rupees 1000. That is, I have added. Once you add that, your problem is solved here. Okay, so next and the last problem of this double column cash book, cash in hand. It is in January 2020. Okay, on January 2020 date, the same date I will take it. Okay, I will remove few columns which were not required. So on January 1st, cash in hand 14,000, that is to balance brought down cash column. Okay, cash column 14,000. Okay, no discount for that all. Okay, when we are paying, if somebody is paying to us, that time discount comes. Okay, next, received cash from Mohan. Cash is increasing because to Mohan has given us a cash, MOHAN. Mohan has given us a cash 1,500 rupees. Next, paid into bank. That means we have deposited a cash into the bank on 5th. On 5th, cash is going, how much? 3,000 rupees. Why? It is by bank account. That means in bracket, deposited into the bank. Okay. Deposited into the bank. You should be careful. It is deposited into the bank. If in case they say loan repaid to the bank, only this side, there is no contra entry. But here they are saying paid into. Into is a word which shows that it is a deposit. Okay. So deposited into the bank means in bank account also it is increasing. So I will take the same thing. I will go there in the bank account. In bank account, the amount is increasing. Okay. Here, if it is decreasing from the bank account. Okay. Here it should be to cash. To cash. Deposited into bank. How much amount? 3,000 rupees. Let me make this a format. Times New Roman, size 14, in middle column and bold. So you are able to see it now. Yes. So now this is a contra entry 1. Yes, that was a contra entry 1. C1, I will write it here. Okay, next. Paid Anil and Sons on 7th. Obviously, it is a cash transaction because they have not said anything about check or bank. By Anil and Sons. Amount is reducing, that is 4,000, cash is reducing. Okay. Next, on 8th, received 2,500 from cash sales. On 8th, to sales. That is cash sales. Okay, cash received. Okay. How much? 2,500. Okay, next. On 12th, paid for cash purchases 1,280 and received discount 20. So the cash is paid on 12th. Okay, by purchases. Cash is paid. How much cash is paid? 1,280 and discount is 20 rupees. 20 rupees is discount which we have received. Next, on 14th, withdrawn for personal use. From the bank, cash is withdrawn for personal use. Okay. No, this is cash withdrawn for personal use. Why? Because they have not said anything like check bank, right? So here we are assuming that this is cash withdrawn for personal use, that is by drawings, drawings by drawings, cash withdrawn for personal use. In the bracket, I will specify cash withdrawn for personal use. Okay, that is I am specifying here. That is how much amount? Withdrawn for personal use, 2000 rupees. Okay, done. Next, received from Prova 2580 and in settlement for her debit. Okay, that should be Purva, I think. On 17th, we are assuming it is a cash receipt. Okay, two we received from whom? Purva, Prova something, whatever it is. 2580 rupees is received instead of receiving 2600 rupees. That means some discount has gone. How much? 2600 minus 2580 is equal to 20 rupees is a discount given to Purva. Next, on 20th, draw from bank for office use. See, they have specified here from the bank amount is drawn. That means for office use means cash is coming on 28th. On 20th, cash is coming. How much coming? 1200. From where it is coming? From bank it is coming. So to bank account in bracket drawn, withdrawn or drawn for office use. Office use. Okay, that is. So this is a contra entry. It should, if we are receiving a cash from the bank, there should be an entry in the bank account also. It should reduce the amount. On 20th, cash of 1200 is decreasing. Why? It is because to cash account, cash is, we have drawn cash for office use. If it is drawn for personal use, that is a drawings. Okay, but it is drawn for office use, that is a cash drawings. Okay, so C2 is a contra entry 2 here. Next, 20th over. On 21st, paid cash for electricity charges rupees 150. On 21st, by electricity charges, how much? 150 rupees. 150 rupees. Right? 150 rupees. Next, paid rent on 24th. They have not said it is cash or something, that we considered paid rent in cash. Okay. 500 rupees. Okay. Pay cash sales. So we sold the goods and we received a cash, that is to sales account. To sales account, that is 2500 rupees. Okay, done. 28, deposited into bank. So cash is going because it is deposited into the bank. How much? 1500 rupees is deposited into bank by bank account. And again on 28th here, contra entry. On 28th, to cash deposited into bank 1500 rupees. That is contra entry C2. Contra entry 2. Okay. Next, paid salaries in cash. On 30th, cash is reducing. Cash is reducing. How much? 1600 rupees is reducing because by salaries. Salaries is paid. Salaries. Okay. So this much. So here, what is the total? Total is, here it is 20 rupees. Discount allowed. Here the total is sum of all this transaction is 24,280. Here also the discount column total is 20 rupees. Here we need to take 24,280 here again. The difference between this. So let's see what is the total of from here to here. What is the total? Okay, I will write here is equal to sum of here to here is 14,030. Now what I will do, 24,280 minus 14,030, 10,250 is the what on 30th? On 30th, let me copy it from here. By balance carried down. By balance carried down. Okay. The same thing. What we will do here, the balance brought down, that is 2 balance brought down, 2 balance brought down, the same amount needs to be brought down here, 10,250 rupees is your answer. That is on 1st February 2020. That is ready. Here go to bank account. This is the total here. Again, okay. Let's make the total of the bank account here. The total of the bank account is a sum of these 1,500 rupees, 4,500 rupees. Again, the total of credit side of bank account, we will take 4,500 only. And the difference between this 4,500 minus 1,200 is, what is that? 4,500 minus 1,200 is 3,300 is the balance brought down, carried down, and the same amount we need to bring it down 3,300, that is on February 1st to balance brought down. This is the amount. Let's check if the answer is right. 10,250 should be the cash balance, and the bank balance they have not written, but we have written here. They have not solved in the book which I have sent, textbook, but we have solved here. 3,300 should be the bank balance. So these are about the problems of double column cash book. It is just because any of this question can be directly asked in the question paper. So you should solve all this question, especially this question where they said this, they brought this one new thing, paid in excess of 1,000 to the bank. Means it is simple, whatever, but just keep 1,000 for your next month cash, and whatever is left, transfer it to the bank. Okay, that is how. So these are the 4 major problems of double column cash book I have solved in this video, and the previous video I have solved 2 problems. Total 6 problems of double column cash book is solved. In the next video I will solve the 3 column cash books. Okay, thanks.